Hello, what up? It's John, your movie man, and I'm back. I've got a 4K movie to show you. It's one I haven't shown you before, obviously, or I wouldn't be doing this video. I don't know, actually, I have shown you some things twice, but there's a difference between unboxing a Blu-ray and talking about the picture quality in the film and all that sort of thing. They're two very different subjects. Usually, I try and do unboxing and viewage in the same video. But obviously I didn't do that when I first started doing videos, so you might get some of those come back like I did with Tenet the other day. But anyway, today we're going to be talking about this beauty, Bohemian Rhapsody. Don't know if you guys are aware, but this is the movie take on the band Queen. Obviously, I say obviously, if you haven't seen it, it might not be obvious, but it's more based around Freddie Mercury and his life before Queen and while he was in Queen. From what I know, or more from the videos I've seen and news that I've been told, a lot of the story and events and stuff that happen in this film, with the possible exception of Live Aid, a lot of it is just made up, apparently. From what I've been told, a lot of the stuff that happens, or it didn't happen in that order, or it didn't happen the way that the film tells you it happened. Just throwing that in there, when you watch this, be like, oh, this is not based on a true story. Well, it is, but out of sync, if that makes sense. It's got a nice little slip cover, and I tell you what, these discs look quite nice as well. I love how when you look at the discs, they both look like records. I think that's pretty cool. Really nice looking discs. But besides that, it's just a standard plastic case with standard slip cover. Nothing like a good old 12 that talks about homosexuality and people taking cocaine. They managed to keep it at a 12 rated level. They say fuck once in this film as well, as you kind of get in most 12s these days. Pretty sure it's just PG-13 rated in America as well. Right, so picture quality wise though, from the 4K perspective, I saw this at the cinema. Pretty sure I saw it in the IMAX, and I saw it in the 4D screen as well, which was quite interesting. So two different picture comparisons there. Obviously the IMAX picture is going to be better than any other screen because of the brightness. If you don't know much about the IMAX screens are double brightness, especially with like IMAX films that are made with IMAX cameras and stuff like that, which a lot of filmmakers are doing these days. IMAX pictures are 4K as well, so it's a bit of really cool information for you there. But then when I watched it at home, first time I watched it at home, I bought the HD digital copy on Google Play and watched it that way, and that was good. Bought it in 4K probably a year and a half later, because I didn't have 4K TV back in those days. When I did, it was one of the first 4K Blu-rays I actually bought. That's an interesting point for you. It looks a lot better in 4K, obviously. Only has a 2K digital intermediate, but we won't hold that against it like we never usually do. It was an interesting one though, because this won 4 Oscars. Rami Malek, who played Freddie Mercury, won Best Actor for his performance as Freddie Mercury. It won 2 Oscars for sound mixing and sound editing. So you could tell that they paid a lot of attention to the music side of this, which is good. And that sound, it's always good that you have good sound in a film. But then I find out it won an Oscar for Best Film Editing. Right, obviously that goes down to the Live Aid sequence at the end. It has to, because I know so many stories and I've seen so many videos that literally take the piss out of how this film's edited, because it's edited, the rest of the scenes, the other scenes, there are some scenes in this film that are edited so badly and everything's really fast. Like there's a scene when the band Queen meet John, I think it is. They meet Aidan Gillian, the guy from Game of Thrones. When they meet him for the first time at this cafe, watch that scene carefully and see how many times there are cuts. It's just like cut, 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 cut. It's just edited. It's just edited really badly. I don't really understand like why it was edited so badly. There's like reaction shots of characters that aren't even doing anything, just sitting there listening. You're just like, do you understand how to edit films? Like, I'm not very good at editing, but I understand how to edit stuff like that. Like, it's so silly, so badly done. I'm sorry, but I agree with a lot of the people that have done videos on how badly this film's edited, and it won an Oscar for best editing. So good one, Oscar people, whoever it is that picks these films at the Oscars. It was nominated for best film as well, but it didn't get that. I'll tell you what film did get that, but I don't know. A different film, obviously. But I mean, I adore this movie. I think it's good. I like the way that they show you little inspirational parts of how they came up with some of the songs, which again probably isn't how they actually came up with the songs. But I think all four of the guys that play Queen, I think they all did a pretty good job. Fun fact for you, the guy that plays the drummer, he was in this film on Netflix with Ryan Reynolds called Six Underground, which was really good, and he does a really good job in that. He plays like a little stuntman. Here's an interesting one for you. The guy that plays Roger, that's little Tim from the first Jurassic Park. That's Tim grown up playing the bass guitar. So there's a really cool fact for you if you didn't know. I'm full of cool information. So, but yeah, then it gets to the Live Aid sequence. I hear a lot about how Rami Malek watched the Live Aid sequence like so many times just so that he could get every single thing exactly the same way that Freddie Mercury did it. You wonder why he won an Oscar, probably because of that. A lot of that film was all about the Live Aid bit at the end, and I think that's what it won all the awards for, to be fair. So that was an interesting for you. It's good 4K, like I said. Good picture details. You've got to love good picture details, good close-ups, good details on people's faces, people's clothes, things like that. It all looks pretty good. So thumbs up to that too. Alright, so I'm gonna leave you be now. If you could like this video and subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate that. I'm up to 63 at the moment, so pushing for that 69, and I can get out my top 69 video, so look forward to that. I'm not looking forward to making that. It's going to be really long and hard to edit. Anyway, I'm going to go now, so I'll see you later. Alright, bye.